So cleansing our emotional bodies is just as important, if not more important, than detoxing and cleansing our physical body. Our emotions they vibrate so fast. They're a frequency that vibrates very fast, and they can manifest as illness in the body almost quicker than anything else. I think when an illness actually manifests in the body, it's been emotionally there for a while, usually before it gets there physically. I think we tend to forget that we can cleanse our emotional body, that we can detox it regularly, that we don't own emotions. They're not ours. We don't have to possess them. Just because we feel something doesn't mean it belongs to us, nor does it mean we have to figure it out or wrestle it to the ground. We can cleanse it. We can validate it and cleanse it. They are just indicators. Emotions are just indicators for us. So I just wanted to give a couple tips for detoxing the emotional body, and also talk about my 11-day detox course that I'm going to be doing at the beginning of the year. So from January 1st to January 11th, for any empath who wants to kind of go deeper into what I do to regularly detox my emotional body, which is something I've been working with more recently, and it has tremendously helped me. So one thing is just remember that your emotional body can be cleansed. Obviously, doing things like getting in nature, it's kind of why I came here. Even if it's cold, get in nature regularly, drink lots of water, release, like consciously allow yourself to release emotions from your body. Check in with yourself regularly. Ask yourself, what do I feel? What do I need? We get to, another thing is to remember that we get to choose how we feel. I think empaths so often, especially when sort of events happen in the world that are traumatic and there's a lot of hard things, we think that we need to get stuck in feeling it, and we don't. It doesn't help anyone for us to be stuck deeply in our empathing emotions to the point where it paralyzes us. Empathy is a spiritual gift, I think. I think it's a gift, and just like anything, it has to be honed and understood and practiced, and you can get better at using it, and eventually you can get to the point where you're using your empathic abilities to manifest things into your life that you really want, rather than manifesting what you don't want. And that begins by regularly cleansing your emotional body and knowing that you have a choice what you want to feel. You don't have to feel everything that comes to you. Also, sometimes we can kind of feel something, we'll hear a tragic story, and rather than just kind of touching it emotionally, like feeling it and feeling the empathy of it, like, so the purpose of being able to do that is so I think that we can evolve faster, spiritually evolve faster, because if really what an empath is doing, they're feeling it emotionally and thinking about it. So the brain doesn't have a difference in a way to distinguish that it's not actually happening to you. So in a way, I think the upside of being able to empath is that I think we can spiritually evolve faster if we choose to use it that way, because we don't have to go physically through an experience in order to get the I don't really like the word lesson, but the lesson from it, or the experience of it, which is why we're here, is for experiences. We don't have to necessarily go through it to get the download, to get the information, especially when we're very strong feelers, very strong emotional beings. So, but it's just as important on the other side to remember that you can, with good experiences, with amazing things that you want to create in your life and things that you want to manifest, you can allow yourself to feel those and explore those and use that energy to pull it more into your life, to manifest it. The trick is not getting too far in one or the other. So if you're feeling pain, for example, pain that's going on in the world, and I don't think it's wrong to feel it. We don't need to spiritually bypass or act like it's not happening. It's okay to feel it. That is part of honoring this experience of contrast. It's a part of nodding to it and saying, yes, I honor you that you're letting me come here and learn in this dimension that's intense, and there's a lot of contrast here. So allowing yourself to do that without going into guilt. That's when we have to pull out of the emotional body. If you're going to empath somebody's pain, don't go into guilt. On the flip side, if you want to empath, for example, let's say there's a certain lifestyle you want to live, and you watch someone on YouTube who really imbibes that lifestyle, or who was working the job you want to work, your ideal job or whatever, you can empath those emotions, really feel it. It helps you pull it in. But if you go into resentment and feeling jealous, it keeps it from you. So part of being empathic is really knowing how to use it, how to use your empathic abilities, how to tune in, how to tune out. It's like adjusting a radio dial. What do you want to listen to? What frequency do you want to be on? What radio station do you want to be tuned into? So just in the same way that we can get lost in any experience, an experience of someone's pain, we can also really allow ourselves to have these daydreams that we go into that are really beautiful. Like I said, the trick is, sorry, my hand's getting tired. The trick is allowing ourselves to to pull out before we get resentful, just allowing ourselves to stay in the part that feels good. So in my class that I'm actually gonna do, it's just an 11-day course. It's 11 days for $11. Any empath that wants to do it. I'm gonna be talking about my regular emotional detox routine that I do. It does involve some physical stuff, but mostly it's about massaging our reality, the physical reality, so that it feels better to us. Knowing how to work visually, I have some visual things and some affirmations that really help me release emotions. Flirting with the hologram so we feel more comfortable here. A lot of empaths constantly feel like, I hate this world, I don't want to be here, I'm miserable, those sort of things. And I think empaths get stuck in the pain in the world. So I have a sort of way of helping myself anyway, and other people that I've worked with, flirt with the hologram more, to start enjoying our lives more and allowing us time to actually enjoy it. And then getting familiars involved. Like, it's really important to have familiars in your life to remind you why you like this experience of living. So I'm going to write an article. I'll actually post the article below about more details about what the 11-day detox is going to be, and I will also there'll be a link to the class if you want to do it. 11 days, $11, starts January 1st to January 11th. And it's just going to be tips and techniques. Sorry for the shakiness. All right, ciao.